showing up. Damn, we got people in the hallway. So thanks so much for being here. What a warm welcome. It's great to be back in the Boston area. Thank you. Rather than do typical question and answer up here, I always like to try to talk with the people at these events because you guys are truly dedicated and your fandom and passion is something that I want to try to take in, so I want to try to hear from you. They want me to do a 45-minute set, and I see we got 3 lines of people for questions. I'm going to try to get to everybody's question, but we'll do my allotted time because there's folks behind me, and I just want to thank you for your patience. Sometimes we get deep, philosophical, and if I'm getting too crazy, just like clap me off or something and I'll shut up. So without further ado, enough about me. Let's hear from you guys. Which line are we going to start with? Let's go like here and we'll move over. And then we'll go back here and then we'll move over. So over here, first question. Who we got?
I need someone to choose.
What's that?
I need someone to choose.
You're on. We're live, pal.
What was your favorite movie to make and why?
Okay, that's a good question. My favorite movie to make was a movie called Playing with Fire. And the reason why was because that's the movie I met my wife. Alright, and we go to the middle.
Hey, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
I watched Heads of State. Loved
Thank
it.
you.
And then halfway through, I realized the whole movie was a pun. And then I loved it more.
Well, thank you.
Can you talk about that?
Well,
being a pun.
gosh, that is more for our director to answer than for me. I know there's a ton of puns in there, and man, knowing that you watched Heads of State and you had fun watching it, that was my goal. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Who we got over here?
Who is your worst opponent to face against?
Who is my worst opponent to face?
Yeah. Toughest.
Toughest.
Right there.
I'll answer that question with a question. Who do you think my toughest opponent has been?
Brock Lesnar.
Ooh, man. Gosh, tough to argue that one. I had a match a while ago that was in the Firefly Funhouse. And the reason that opponent was tough, because I know it was against Bray Wyatt, but that was more or less a match with me. So I'd say that one might be my toughest. Yeah. We'll go back over here.
What was your favorite character to play as? The Ruthless Aggression, Dr. Thuganomics, or Super Cena?
It's crazy. That's a great question. It's crazy because you're asking like, hey, what's your favorite character of John Cena? Were you to play John Cena? I like the Ruthless Aggression one because it failed. And it taught me that if I am not fully dedicated and don't understand an audience, I will not be able to have a career as a pro wrestler. So I like the Ruthless Aggression one because it failed. Yes, over here.
Who's your favorite wrestler of all?
My favorite wrestler of all time? Gosh, that's a tough question. So many to choose from. Who's your favorite wrestler?
Bianca Belair.
Bianca Belair? That's a pretty good one. That's a good choice. I don't know. I would say I have a few wrestling soulmates, and I think Randy Orton, Edge, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins, and AJ Styles fall into that category. But I can't take some shine away from Cody Rhodes. Dang, he's good. Now, I'd waste 40 minutes telling you about my favorite wrestlers. We can't talk about it. That's enough for now. But I like Bianca too. She's great. We'll go over here.
What's the most painful move to take?
Man, do I want to make so many jokes right now. I think anything you're not expecting. Because when you have a chance to brace for impact, at least you can brace for impact. And something comes out of nowhere, catches you by surprise. Yeah, over here.
Who do you want to face for your last match?
Yikes. So that's a great question. Last match is coming up. We got 11 dates left. Hopefully we're going to swing through Boston. That would be great. That's a great question, but the answer is going to be a little tricky. Because I've been doing this for 23 years, and I've never once chosen my opponents. I've always kind of lived by the philosophy that life will deal you opportunities every single day. Do the best you can with what life gives you. So whoever challenges me for that last one, I'm just going to give it my best shot. So I don't want to pick it apart.
Do you like lobsters?
Do I like lobsters? Yeah, they're so cute. Man, they're at the bottom of the sea with their claws and their big antennas and their little eyes. Do you like lobsters? Oh, you were meaning eat lobsters. How can you do that? They're so cute. I'm kidding. Yes, I enjoy a good lobster roll. That's my preference. A good lobster roll is my preference.
Then you should come up to Maine and eat them with me.
Is this an invite to have lunch? Who does us to have lunch? Not wrong. Not some good lobster rolls up there. Over here.
Did you like being a heel or a face more?
Ooh, man. I'm going to answer a lot of these questions with questions. What did you like more? Good guy or bad guy?
Good guy.
Good guy? Yeah, that's a good answer. All right, over here.
Hi, John. I just started training this year. I want to ask, like, social media and things like WWE Real, how do you still keep such a smart and informed crowd with kayfabe alive and able to be invested in the storyline?
That's a good question. Everyone has their own perspective. Mine is boundaries. Social media exists, but you use it how you want to use it. I don't know if you checked out my Instagram, but that's a pretty weird deal.
I love your Instagram.
Thanks. I'm doing some weird stuff over on TikTok and Facebook, Threads, X. For me, that's kind of a platform of like philosophical conversation and just letting people know what I got coming up. Heads of State is out, or Peacemaker's coming up, or we got this huge match at SummerSlam, or whatever. So you don't have to show anybody your life, you know. And I admire what WWE is doing with Unreal, but if you watch the show, you get my opinion on that. So I believe in the value of boundaries, man. Let people earn the right to hear your story.
All right, thank you, John.
That's a good one. Over here.
Do you think pineapple belongs on pizza?
You're gonna hit me with that one? Man. Okay, me personally, would I ever order a pizza with a pineapple? My answer is no. But, gosh, the freedom to create your own pizza, I can't take that away from someone. So if they want to put pineapple on their pizza, that's okay. I just probably won't steal a slice. Here's a hack. The easiest way for me not to steal your pizza, put some pineapple on it. Here we go.
So how was it feeling when you won your first World Heavyweight Championship?
That's a great question. It was a long time ago. How old were you?
12.
12. It was like,
Wasn't it at WrestleMania 21?
might have been 10 years before you were born. It's okay. You weren't even an idea. Wow, that's old. Yikes. It was great, actually. It was great. There's a famous photo that circulates around WWE of me about your age holding up a paper championship that I actually drew. And then I got to hold the real one. That was in WrestleMania in Los Angeles. Yes, you're correct. And gosh, it was great. Thank you very much for asking. That brings up a very good memory for me, so thank you. Have this removed. All right, over here, who we got?
Hi, John Cena. Do you have any favorite memories while filming the last 2 Fast and Furious movies?
Yeah, my goodness. Being able to be invited to a set of a franchise that's 20 years in existence, and when I show up, Vin hands me the Toretto cross and says, "You are now a Toretto." That is forever a moment that I'll never forget. That means a lot to me.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hi, John. So you're my hero. Who's your hero?
Man, first of all, thank you so much for saying that. So when I hear the word hero, I think about like, this person has done things that make me feel good or make me want to be a better me. This person is someone I'm grateful for. When you say the word hero, those are the thoughts that come to my mind. So my heroes are those I love in life, those I admire, and those who allow me to do what I do. So like you guys. You guys have been there for me for 25 years now. I see all sorts of colors and likenesses and t-shirts and like my career through the years out in front of the audience. You guys are my heroes because without you, I don't get to stand here today. So I know nobody does it alone, and it takes a village. So that's a great question. Right back at you. You guys are my heroes. Thank you. Here we go.
Who is your favorite rival?
Who is my favorite rival? It's almost like a question of who's my favorite wrestler. Because I've had a lot of fun matches. Brock is a good one. The Rock is a good one. Cody, just recently great. CM Punk, Edge, Seth Rollins, AJ Styles.
I'd say Cody is mine.
Man, you just cut me off. So because of that, Cody wins. Yes, Cody's a good one. That's a good one. Thank you very much. Good question. Over here.
John, welcome back home, baby.
Thank you so much. It is good to be here. Damn, it's good to be here.
Oh yeah. So I got my best friend, my dad, right here, and we both wanted to actually share a memory. I'll just say it.
Sure.
Your dad in Manchester, New Hampshire, at the house shows. Every single time we'd go up to him, and he would remember me, my brother, my sister, and my dad's name. He was always checking in every time we saw him, and we just wanted to say thank you because we see where you come from, a great home, a great father. We just want to say thank you for that.
Man, my dad is always lurking around at these things, and chances are he actually heard that, and he would very much appreciate that. That's very good to hear. Thank you so much. Right over here.
With such a crazy and good career, what was it like? What is it like for you to soon have it come to an end?
That's a great question. I think it's honest, and I think that's important. I was in Montreal last night, and there was a WWE show there. We had a tag team match. It was fun. But there was a small section of the crowd that started to chant, the WWE fans usually chant, one more match, one more match. This is going to be done in December. And it's because I feel a little bit slower. I'm not as strong as I was. And I look at all the current superstars, and there's a ton of them, which is really good talent, and they have earned the right to try to have their 25 years, to try to chase 17, to try to do spectacular things that I've been awarded to. So how does it feel to come to an end? It feels honest because it feels like it is time. That's a great question. Thank you so much for asking.
Thank you, John Cena.
Yeah.
Hey John, if you only had to pick one wrestler, who's your favorite to go with on the mic?
Oh man, gosh, that's another good. CM Punk. Yeah, CM Punk.
Thanks, John.
Yeah, you got it.
Hi, so there's no way for me to say this rock person myself. I'm an adult and I still watch the Kids' Choice Awards.
Okay. I'm an adult. I hosted the Kids' Choice Awards. Don't worry about that. There's no shame in that.
Yeah, great.
I have been slimed a lot. Yes.
But, like, I gotta say, David was really weird stuff. So, my question is, what's the strangest, just weirdest thing you got to do for these choice?
Not that I had to do, that I chose to do. WWE did an animated TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles thing, and Kids' Choice asked me to go, and I wanted to walk the red carpet as Michelangelo. So I put on the entire Michelangelo, like, pajama costume, and then walked the red carpet talking as Michelangelo, or Leonardo, or one of them, I forget. But I was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle on the carpet of the Kids' Choice Awards, and it was very, very fun. Next one.
What's your favorite restaurant in Massachusetts?
Oh, that's an easy one. The Kowloon. You know what I'm talking about. I know you've been there. I know you've ordered a scorpion bowl.
And
Don't try to run around it. Don't try to kid yourself.
have you ever been to Arlington?
Have I ever been to?
Arlington?
I have not. Is there? What would I see there? Where should I go? What should I see?
The ice cream.
The ice cream? That sounds pretty good. Well, she won Big Chitty. So I look forward to having some ice cream over here. Right on. Over here.
Hi, John. If you're a Peacemaker who ever to share the screen with Batman, who would you like to see play Batman?
Gosh, I would just like to see Peacemaker and Batman in the same room. I don't care who Batman is. I might get one of my old younger brothers to put on a Batman costume, and I'll steal a Peacemaker outfit just so we can make it happen. I don't know. I don't know, but I know that there's a lot of interest around both characters. And if I've learned one thing about entertainment, you guys are interested, eventually someone hears you. So I'm crossing my fingers and hopefully that can happen.
Thanks.
Hi John, my
Hi.
name is Kajal. Huge fan, love your energy. You've been very vocal about being a BTS fan yourself. So can you tell us something about that? And which is that one BTS song that gets you hyped up?
Well, now see, I don't want to confuse anything right here. I always get asked about K-pop, especially when I do cons. BTS and I have a really good relationship based on self-love. And I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I don't gravitate toward K-pop. Like BTS BTS found me at the right time in my life when I needed to love myself. And me, who listens to country and blues, found this group of kids who were preaching, who had an audience around the world, and they were preaching like, yo, be in love with the person in the mirror first, because then you can know what love feels like and let love into your life. That message found me at a good time in my life, and I'm forever grateful for him for that. And that I think that's my strongest connection to BTS.
Thank you.
Yes, here.
Hi John, my name is Stephanie. My question is, if you could give your younger self an anonymous piece of advice, so like you cannot tell him you're you.
Yeah, no sweat.
What would you tell him?
Go all in on Bitcoin. Buy that stuff when it's 12 cents. Because man, it doesn't seem like it's going to be anything now. But go all in on Bitcoin. Back to the Future stock trading, sports betting tips aside, I think this is a common answer people give, but it's authentic. I wouldn't want to change the space-time continuum. I would tell my younger self that, like, it's gonna be a hell of a ride, man. Get ready, and just see where it plays out, or bet on Bitcoin. One of the two. Here we go.
I'm so nervous. Hi, John. My name is Adam. You inspired me to make music, and you inspired me to rap. My name is Adam.
Awesome.
And I want to say happy 20th anniversary to My Time Is Now.
Thank you so much.
It's one of my favorite albums of all time, and it inspired me to rap. And without it, I don't think I'd be making music. And well, I got like a kind of like a two-part question.
Two-parter, go for it.
It's very short, nothing big. Do you think you'll ever get on the microphone again? And can I get a selfie with you? I don't know.
I appreciate it. The selfies, there's no way I can do that because it'll be a cavalcade of selfies. This thing will melt down into a nuclear selfie explosion. As far as rapping again, man, I'm 48 and I'm wearing like khaki shorts. This is platinum rapper. That was a phase of my life that I'm very proud of. I'm very proud of the album, but I think that chapter is closed. Thank you so much. Over here.
Hey John, I just wanted to say thank you for all the time and everything you've given us over the years, and you've earned this tour. And my question is, what's the most valuable lesson that you've learned in life?
That's a great question. Be authentic. Because if you are yourself, you will learn from your mistakes very quickly. If you're someone else that you think someone wants you to be, you can always blame them. But when you're authentic and you crash and burn, you gotta point all the fault towards here so you can learn and move onward in life. And learning from your failures is a chemistry experiment that melds into something we call wisdom. So if you live an authentic life, and I've been fortunate enough at a very young age to start living authentically as myself. The biggest regrets I have are the moments where I didn't live authentically to myself. So I would just say, be authentic.
Thank you.
Yes. Nice sign. Is there a question behind the sign, or is it just the sign? All right.
My name is Justin, and I have a request.
Yeah.
I would love to do a 30-second promo from these Boston fans!
All right, I'll tell you what. I got 22 minutes left. I'll give you half a minute. Go for it.
My name is Justin, and here is my tag team partner, John Cena, and me, and the greatest of all time, will take those tag team titles down. So if you're with me or against me, we don't care. John, finish it off.
That was exactly 30 seconds. You had that timed perfect. I think you did fantastic. Enthusiastic, passionate, knew what he was talking about, hit his time. That is one hell of a promo. Thank you very much. I appreciate a round of applause. Thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate you.
Hey, John. It's been 11 years since the Money in the Bank in Boston where you won the title. And that's kind of the whole story of your career, stepping up when they needed you. Daniel Bryan gets hurt. And that match is star-studded. It's Roman Reigns, it's Cesaro, it's Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt. What about that match in Boston? Any memories specific to that night or around the Garden? It was such a great night, great moment.
Man, I've had so many memories in TD. Certainly that match is important, and all these moments affect us in a different way, right? One of my favorite moments in TD, if I may shift, I'm not directly answering your question, but you did ask about the building itself. I was on the road to WrestleMania with The Rock, and Rock is one of a kind. He's in his own universe, and I'm talking about for real. Dwayne Johnson it's his planet. We're kind of just all watching him work. And he comes back. We have a bunch of time on the mic because we're only going to do one match. We've got a year build, and we came to Boston. I got to admit, you guys didn't like me when I showed up because I'm out there with the freaking Rock. The Rock is electric. But you allowed me to speak. You allowed me to speak as one of you. And in the matter of like 15 minutes, you changed. And I'll never forget the energy shift in the building. And man, that was absolutely my favorite moment in that building. To walk in to what I thought was my hometown, that was an audience that might have been a little grumpy that morning. And by the end of the night, I felt like I was at home. And I'll never, ever forget that. Thank you. Yep.
Hi, I just wanted to ask, have you accomplished all your goals in life? And if not, what's one goal you would love to accomplish?
It's a great question. I think I only have one constant goal. The goal is to just try to be useful every day. And I think life is the greatest gift of all, and I just don't want to waste my minutes. You know, that's the one goal I try to have, is be useful all day, or every day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
John, welcome to Boston.
Thank you so much.
I'm a huge Peacemaker fan, and congrats on that.
2 weeks until season 2. I hope everybody watches. By attending this event, you agree to watch Peacemaker 2. I'm kidding. Thank you, guys.
Hopefully a fun question. From season 1,
Yes.
my favorite post-credit scene was when you're ranting off all the people who should have been framed, such as your dad.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite on that list of who you called out?
So it wasn't just me calling everybody out. Like, we did a few takes as written. Peacemaker 1, we filmed during COVID, so like the only time we could hang out with each other was when we were working. So I just took a take and did like the first 10 names that came off in my head. And James was like, do another one. So we did another take, and then he just kept the camera on me, and everyone at the table, including James Gunn in the back with a megaphone, would just rifle in names. And that's what you see in the outtakes. It's literally everyone's name suggestion. And they would just say these names, and I would rattle them off. I thought it was a good bit. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and I'm glad they put it in the show after the credits. So thank you. Yes, here.
Hi.
Mario, what's up?
I actually have an anime-related type of question. If you could voice act, if you had the opportunity to voice act in any anime show, whether past or present, which would it be?
Man, anime is not a huge part of my life, but I do love Fist of the North Star. There's that one fan right there, you and me. We love it. Yes. So I'd probably sneak a part in Fist of the North Star.
Anime production should be knocking on the door any minute now.
Right on. We'll go back over here.
Hello, John. You've been having a stellar and very successful Hollywood career with Bumblebees, Peacemaker, Fast, Furious movies. I want to take it back to 2006. What was it like filming The Marine, and how does that experience change how you see filmmaking today?
Well, I didn't take it serious. The movie came out in 2006. The movie was shot in 2005. I wanted to be world champion. I didn't want to be in a movie. I wanted to do the movie so more people would show up to the wrestling shows. And the movie was fun, but I wanted to be elsewhere. And that's a huge takeaway, because for me, if you're not present, you don't have a chance, man. Like, the work will suffer. And nowadays, in days of constant distraction, right? If you aren't present, you ain't gonna do good work. And I wanted to be elsewhere, and I wanted to be in the ring, because people kept telling me, "Oh, do this movie, it's gonna be good for the wrestling business." And my heart wasn't in it. I always wanted to be in the ring. Now, I'm grateful for another chance. And when I'm on a set, I'm there. I'm there like when I'm in a WWE arena. I'm there wholeheartedly. And I really am passionate about the work, I'm passionate about what we do, and I learned a valuable lesson. It talks about failure, and how failure can lead to wisdom. But the takeaway from the Marines, man, you better be present if you actually like doing this.
Thank you.
You got it. Go for it.
Hi, John. My name is Marhan, and me and my mom have been wondering if you look forward to have any kids.
If I look forward to having any kids? Question mark?
Yeah.
Currently, no.
Why?
Well, from the information that I've gathered, you kind of got to look after them.
Yeah. It's kind of.
Yeah. I'll just give you a small insight into my life. I have been working straight for 43 days now, and I got another 20 to go. So if I were to bring a life into this world that needs environmental nurture and unconditional love, I also know that takes time. And I've been blessed with some great opportunities. Life has awarded me the chance to do some amazing things. And right now I want to seize those opportunities. So I don't want to make an irresponsible choice and bring a life into the world that I will neglect. I don't think that's fair. So Great question. Thank you for being vulnerable enough to allow me to answer. I appreciate you. Go ahead.
I was just wondering, out of your whole entire farewell tour, what had to be your favorite moment, whether it be a promo or a match?
Well, man, you're searching for spoilers. There's no doubt it's gonna be the last one. For sure. I mean, the culmination of all of this, meeting so many great people today, both in the photos and at the autographs, hearing your stories, it's awesome. So, that last one, because that's all of it, that's everything. That's every story you've ever shared, that's every photo you've ever shown me, that's every moment we've ever had together. That last one's all of it. I'll be able to reflect on the whole thing after it's done, but that last one's gonna be something special.
Thank you.
My question relates, well, you're hearing that. My question relates to your filmography. Is there any projects that went unannounced that you were very passionate about but didn't work out in the end?
That's the tough thing about film. You can't get too excited until rubber hits the road. There's been a ton of stuff. There's a Duke Nukem thing for a while that was supposed to be going on. There's talk to me possibly in the Terminator universe. There's talk to me in the Marvel universe. There's talk to me for Shazam. You want to give your all to something, but you also have to hedge your enthusiasm. Man, we all get frustrated in life, right? Think of the last time you were frustrated and think of the why. It's always because we have expectations in our head and those expectations get moved, but they don't get met. When it comes to filmography, you gotta be easy on what you expect because nothing is guaranteed. And then when rubber hits road and they say, we're making this, you gotta go hard. And you gotta invest or you won't get another chance. So there have been things that I wanted to work out, but never anything that I'm fully invested in until it's real. So thank you very much. Yes?
Hey John, I said this before already today, but thank you for everything that you've done. So my question is today, you yourself are a platinum selling rapper. And we're about 20 years for that anniversary edition of You Can't See Me.
Yep.
I just want to know if you and WWE have been in talks of doing either a vinyl pressing or an anniversary edition of unreleased songs that have not made it to the album.
We talked earlier about boundaries. Dang, those songs that didn't get released, they didn't get released because they suck. Like, y'all don't want me to put out an album of bad music. So those weren't good enough to make a cut. And as far as like an anniversary release, if we didn't have anything new to offer, I don't think it would be any good. So I'm gonna hold off on that right now. But thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hi John. You obviously have like a very long career. Out of your career, has there ever been a match where you thought that you could have done better or you weren't exactly satisfied with how you performed in it?
So there's been many moments where I knew I missed, right? Like, oh, the audience didn't get that. Or I didn't think it went according to plan. But there's never been a moment in the WWE where I came through being like, oh, I left some in the tank. I could have done better. There's been many times where I failed, where I've tried to get a message across and you guys are like, I'm not buying it. But I gave you the best I had. And if there's one thing that sums up 23 years of my activity in WWE, I think it is I've given it my absolute soul, like my heart and soul and the best. So I don't think I could have done better, but there's a bunch of failures that I could have fixed, but I learned from every one. So thank you. Yes.
Hey John, so my question is, so it's well known that you granted the most make-a-wishes of any individual. So my question is, was there one particular wish that you granted that really stands out to you?
Sure is, first one. Yes, because it was an accident. Like, my whole life is an accident, and I'm grateful for all the accidents. Just goes to show you that you never know. Life will deal you some cards sometimes if you choose to push in. I was just brought into a room, and somebody's like, hey, just meet this family. Backstage, had the family, like, oh, thanks, these people are here to see so-and-so because of Make-A-Wish. And I was like, well, what's Make-A-Wish? And they explained to me the purpose of the charity. Families and children going through, facing life-threatening conditions and illness are granted one wish, and the charity is a vehicle to make that happen. And I told the person right then and there, like, anytime you need me, I'm good. and that was 23 years ago, and that's been my ethos ever since. Anytime you need me, I'm there.
Thank you. Hey, John. My name's Tyler. I also wanted to say thank you for the last 20 years of your career. You transpired all kids around the world, and for that, we all thank you.
Thanks so much.
I want to read you a quote that you may know very well, and in my own opinion, motivated me in my life.
Okay.
I live how I live, buy what I want to buy, do what I want to do, try what I want to try, fear nothing, take chances, not afraid to fail, always making advances. So when I ride on the Grim Reaper highway, no regrets, I did it my way. What have those words meant to you as you advanced in your career, and how has it resonated since you put that song out in 2005?
Man, we talked earlier about being authentic, right? If you're not you, then you're just faking it, and people can see through BS. There's only one thing I would change about that, and I would change the fear nothing. I would change it to face your fears, because fearing nothing means you don't have all the emotions of the human capacity. We're all afraid. We all have fear in our lives. I would just switch that, because I was probably trying to lead with a little too much braggadocio. But it would be face your fears. But aside from that small change, for me, that still tracks. And to be able to have the courage to try, accept fail, move forward, spend money stupidly if I want to, and learn from those mistakes, try things that aren't comfortable, and learn from those experiences, whether I like something or I don't. All that stuff still tracks for me today. My values, who I am as an adult, has changed in 20 years. I'm not the same person I was 20 years ago, but that's like right in my strike zone of stuff that I would still resonate with me today. Crazy. And thanks for bringing that up. I appreciate you.
Thanks, John.
You got it. Yep.
Hi, John. My name is Drew. I just graduated high school.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm looking for a bit of advice. As a man of many suits, of many hats, you are a wrestler, rapper, an actor. How do you drift between each career path that you have? And what is some advice that you would give to someone that's trying to do something similar to those fields?
Sure. Climb the hill in front of you. Whatever is put in front of you for that day, focus on that. Somebody asked me earlier when we were signing autographs, I want to be a wrestler, I want to be WWE champion. What advice do you have? I said, go wrestle. Just go wrestle. There's like 10 promotions in the New England area. Work for one of those, or set the ring up. If you want to be around it, be around it. You want to be an actor, go act. Community theater, improv, throw some stuff on YouTube, turn the camera around yourself. There's never been a better time to capture somebody's attention. And also, find out what happy means. Find out what the word successful means. I want to be successful, I want to be happy. What the hell does that mean? Successful could mean have a huge family. Successful could mean have a bunch of money. Successful could mean read a bunch of books. I don't know, be strong and muscular. Happiness could be anything. Happiness could be playing video games all day. Like, happiness could be going to the gym or taking long walks or traveling the world or loving connections, whatever it is. Find out what happy means, find out what successful means, and climb the hill in front of you today. How can I do something today that is going to make tomorrow a little bit better? Hopefully that's good.
Thank you so much.
Right over here.
Hi, John. I just want to ask you about your most recent experience on Heads of State with Idris Elba, and who would you want to collaborate with on a future movie project?
Man, that list is forever. I like being surrounded by really skilled people, so I don't think of life that way. I just happy, if a project gets put in my lap, I'll go chase it. But Again, I don't like to set expectations that won't happen. So for me to say I want to collaborate with this person, I don't want to put that in my mind that it may never happen. I'll just wait for life to deal me the cards and see how to play them after that.
Thank you.
Yep.
Hi John, I'm Sean. I just want to thank you for being a huge inspiration in my life. After WrestleMania 23, after you drove to the ring in a Mustang, I ended up buying one just because you inspired me to do that.
I hope you didn't drive it through a wall like I did mine.
No, not yet, not yet. After I've seen you AA Big Show so many times, another huge goal of mine was to squat 5 plates, and I did that.
Congratulations.
This year.
That's 495 pounds, for those who don't know. That's excellent. And I'm going to round up to 500. Congratulations.
That was my all-time PR for squat, and I want to know what your favorite gym moment was in your whole life.
Walking into Hard Knocks Gym, Amesbury, Massachusetts for the first time. And then flash forward to being able to shake the hand of Dave Knox, somebody who I admired, a former Marine, former Amesbury cop. He had a small, really, really dingy gym underneath Lafayette bowling lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. But man, he worked hard and he encouraged you. If you walk through that door, you give your best, period, end stop, no excuses. And I needed a father figure, a mentor in my life around the age of 15. He was very influential in molding my values and who I was. I'm forever grateful for the Hard Knocks Gym with Dave Knox. That's my favorite gym moment.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hey John, so my name is Eric. I'm 21 years old and I'm on the autism spectrum. And on behalf of everyone here in Boston, I want to thank you for coming here and gracing us with your presence. Obviously not one last final time.
Man, thank you.
So my dad, including my mom and my brother in the Red Sox jersey. Go Red Sox, by the way.
Right on. Okay.
So they have taught me a lot of things, and it's funny that I mentioned that because I've met your dad a few times myself. Great man. Since he was in the business, what have you learned from him in the past that really stands out to you as of right now?
The most important thing I've ever learned from my father. That's a great question. I think it's to meet people where they're at. My dad is an entertainer. My dad is a great guy. He's got unbounded curiosity, a lust for life, and an energy that I can only hope to have. And for the longest time in my head and in my heart, I wanted him to be something he's not, and that's not fair to my dad. And just recently, I'm going deep here with you. Like I said, every once in a while I get deep. If I get too deep, just clap me off. My dad and I have rekindled our relationship, and I embrace exactly who he is, and I don't want him to be anything else. And we have more love in our life because of that, just meeting each other where we're at. And whenever I hear somebody else say, I met your father and he's a great man, gosh, that makes me feel good, because now I know that great man for who he is. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, we got time for a couple more. Thank you guys for hanging in with us. Yeah.
Hi, John. It's great to have you back in Boston. I'm wondering, other than Kowloon, if you have any go-to spots you try to visit when you're back in town.
Certainly, they're all close to West Newbury. I love the West Newbury area because that's where I'm from. I make it back there multiple times a year. Go to visit my family. My family's all still there. So if you're ever up in the North Shore, those small coastal towns, stop by. You never know who you're going to see. Tough to make it into Boston a lot, but usually every time around Christmas, just like Santa Claus, I cruise into Boston and cause some trouble. So I got my spots that I love around here, but if I tell them to you, you're gonna crash my parties. But just know that around every Christmas, I'm pulling my sleigh into Boston for sure. All right, we got time for one more. Let's take this one right here.
All the fans here took all my questions I was gonna ask.
Okay.
So I was just going to ask, why haven't you ever done a match with Goldberg?
Well, because nobody told me to. That's the best answer I can give. You know, instead of looking at life as why haven't, I love to look at it like I got to, or I get to. And I think that's a good perspective to have. Man, I'd love to wrestle Andre the Giant, Steve Austin. Like there's a lot of folks on the list that I would have loved to. But I also got to wrestle CM Punk, The Rock, AJ Styles, Seth Rollins, Edge, you name it. There's so many things I've got to do. And in closing, as my time ticks down to 0, I want to thank everybody who sat in this room for your patience. I want to thank everybody's hand I got to shake today, everybody's photo we got to make today. I want to thank everybody that shared a story with me today. Gosh, I've been running hard and I'm exhausted. I'm not going to kid you. But being around folks that knows what it's like to come home, and people welcoming me home with stories, moments. I can't thank you enough today. It's been great to be in Boston. You guys have given me the energy to go to work tomorrow at 4 o'clock in New York City. I can't thank you enough. It's been such a pleasure to be here. I hope the giving of my time was special for you. Thank you so much. That's my time, folks. Expo.